Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Milan Boys podcast. If you're a new listener, you can follow us on all major platforms and listen to our podcast every Tuesday, every week to hear our takes. I'm here with Affe. How you doing,
Hi,
bro?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, what a week it has been.
Yeah, what a
Amazing week for us Milan fans.
amazing weekend and even the past week before that. We
Yeah,
won.
because we weren't here for the past week. Last week we weren't here
Yeah,
for the Benevento game to talk about that. So we can talk about it. Just a little quick heads up because we
yeah,
want to talk
briefly.
about briefly. The main talking point today is the Milan Juve game, of course, and we want to talk about that our 3-0 win over Juve. But we can just briefly talk about the Benevento game. What were your thoughts about that game?
Yeah, it was a comfortable win. We won it 2-0, scored after 6 minutes with a beautiful goal by Shalanoglu.
Mm,
And we got a couple of chances. Zlatan missed two. I remember two chances where the goalkeeper saved it. Then the goal Theo Hernandez scored was a save from a shot that Zlatan made. Then Theo took the deflection and put the save, put the second ball in.
mm.
Then yeah, it was a good game. Not much to complain about.
Yeah, I mean, it was a must win for us. A draw or a loss would be horrible. This was a team that's
Yeah, fighting
Benevet.
relegation.
Yeah, they're fighting relegation, and every
But
day.
these types of team can be tough, especially at the end of the season when they are fighting for relegation. It's really important for them, and they
Yeah, but it was.
rather play a
Yeah,
mid team than to play a team that's have to win.
yeah, but Benevento, they
Yeah, but they
have
are
an
terrible.
awful form, and we also had a lot to play for. It was a must win for us, and I
Yeah,
mean the lineup.
it was our first clean sheet in like 9 or 10 games.
Mm,
So that
yeah,
was a positive.
yeah, and the lineup was. I mean, nothing to complain about. Roman Goli came back.
Yeah, he
I think this
started.
game.
Dalot played on the right, I believe, because Calabria was injured, if I'm correct.
Yeah, exactly. He was injured.
And Liao played on the wing instead of Rebic.
Yeah, but then Rebic came in instead of him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, we should could have won this game even more than 2 goals. I think it was an
Benacer
easy
was
game.
subbed off at halftime because he was he
He was
got a
on a
yellow
yellow.
card. Yeah, he was on a yellow and he was close to a second yellow before
Yeah,
the first half ended.
yeah, yeah. But it was a good game. I don't think we will see Benevento next season. To be honest, I don't see this team being able to win their upcoming games. I think Spezia will.
Yeah, they have a
Uh,
tough game against Atalanta, so
yeah, they're out. So
obviously
uh,
we want them to win for us in the league against Atalanta, but I don't think they will
yeah,
manage to
but
win.
nah, that's impossible. I don't think
Hmm.
Atlanta will lose that game or even draw that game. It's gonna be one of those 5-6 nil games for Atlanta probably, and yeah.
Yeah.
But let's move on to the main occasion, the thing we're all been waiting for. 3-0 against Juventus.
What a game. I believe this is my best game under Pioli. The most, important and
Yeah, because our last game against Juventus, we lost that game.
yeah,
Yeah, we lost that game. It was in, I think, January, something like that, right?
yeah,
Where Dybala
beginning of the
scored.
year in San
Yeah,
Siro.
yeah, and we got our payback, and now we scored three. So it's if you compare the head to head, we're above. I mean, we scored three, they scored
Yeah,
two, something like that.
we
So
are
if
head to head. We're better. We're above Juventus and Napoli,
yeah, so if we end up having the same point as Juventus,
or Napoli.
we will go through
Yeah.
to the top spots. And let's start with the lineup. What did you think about the lineup?
It. I did not expect this lineup, but Pioli made a gamble, and it obviously paid off. I'm not sure how we played. If it was a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-4-2.
Yeah, it was a weird lineup looking at
Yeah,
it at the
change of
beginning.
tactics, and yeah,
I think all Milan fans were like, "What the hell is this?" At the
mm.
beginning, seeing Çalhanoğlu and Brahim Diaz and
Seeing
Salamakers.
Çalhanoğlu on the wing,
Yeah, on the wing,
or
and Brahim Diaz as AMF.
yeah,
So yeah, I mean, but other than those two, Brahim Diaz and Hakan, I mean, it was a pretty standard lineup. What we thought: Tomori, Kier, Calabria, Dio,
mm.
Kessie, and Benacer,
But there were talks
Donnarumma.
that they might have been a formation change, that we have played 4-4-2, because Çalhanoğlu was on the left in 1 minute, and on the right we changed positions. So I'm not sure if we played 4-2-3-1.
Yeah,
So good
yeah.
on
I mean,
Pioli. He made a gamble, and this time it worked out.
yeah. I mean, it was a genius move.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's a coach. He knows what he's doing, and it paid off. Paid off big time. This was a game that we we had to win, and
Mm.
even for Juventus, they had to win this game too. And we came out a much better team.
Yeah, it was a deserved win. We even missed the penalty. That's
Yeah, we could have even been 4-0.
yeah.
I mean,
They had one
Juventus,
shot on target.
yeah,
They
Juventus
had
weren't even
zero shots in the first half. One shot was on in the second half.
when Dybala came in the 78th minute, right?
And
Something like that.
that went out, I believe. I think the
But
one
that,
shot was Bentancur, no?
yeah, but they're only dangerous
Yeah, that went slightly
at,
out.
yeah, that was when Dybala came in, and that was on the 78th minute. I mean,
Mhm.
we crushed them,
Yeah, we
and
played good defensively. All the defenders were good, especially the Tomori and Kier in the middle.
yeah, and
Both
it's
of them
so
were amazing.
yeah, and to win over Juventus, seeing Pirlo or to Pirlo lose. I mean, he's a Milan. He was a Milan legend, but we all know he has been acting kind of like a snake
Yeah,
after leaving Milan, and seeing him lose. It's always great to see, and I hope he doesn't go well for him as a coach. And now we put the nail on his coffin.
yeah,
This
because
game,
this was a big game for both of us. It was a
yeah,
game for the Champions League, and between Milan or Juventus. Now it looks like Juventus might miss out on the Champions League.
and they also have tough games. They have, I mean, Inter has already won the league. They have nothing to play for, but Inter and Juventus is always a big game. I
And
don't
in
think.
and in the middle of all that, they have a Coppa Italia final to play
Yeah,
against Atalanta.
yeah. I mean, imagine Juventus winning the league 9 times in a row, and you come in as a coach, and you not only break the curse of not winning a league, you don't even qualify for a Champions League. That shows that how shitty of a coach you really are. And
Yeah.
if Pirlo was a Milan coach and he did all this, everybody would want him out.
Mm.
So I don't know why Juventus even. I mean, he should have not left the stadium against us after the game. He should have not left the stadium with a job. I think personally, but I mean, who cares? It's really good for us that
It's
Pirlo
better for us
stays.
if he stays.
Yeah, I mean, let the bum stay. He's I mean, he's shit as a coach.
Yeah, I agree.
But who is? I mean, let's talk about the goals. First goal, Brahim Diaz. What a
Yeah,
absolute
what a
beauty.
top in, amazing, fantastic shot.
Yeah, and he even went to VAR on that goal to see if
Yeah,
it's
it was
touched
like
his
a
hand.
Kessie situation against Manchester United, where
Yeah,
they
but it
it was
didn't.
not a handball.
Nah, it
It
wasn't
hit
handball.
his chest or his
Nah,
yeah.
the only people that say that it was a handball are pathetic Juve fans crying on the internet.
I was afraid that that might give a handball, because that ref who ref this game
Yeah, he's a horrible ref. I mean,
against Milan, because
against Milan, yeah,
30 games against us he had given us like 15 red cards. So I was like,
yeah,
maybe.
yeah,
but
maybe he will.
but today he
And
was good. He was a good referee today. He
yeah,
let the players play tough. He let them tackle, and not just no one like fell down and said, "Oh, yellow card, yellow card."
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I thought it was good also. And
First
then for
half, it was we played Juventus and Milan played like equally. No one was better than the other, I think, in the first half. Milan might have been slightly better in the first, but in the second we were much better than Juventus.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
in the
I
first
agree.
we created a couple of chances, but it was not like um, really best kind of chances. Had a couple of chances with Theo who went on the wings and tried to pass in the middle.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I
yeah.
agree. And for the second goal, Rebic with that beauty also.
Oh, but before that, the penalty.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I forgot about that. Brian Diaz won us the penalty,
yeah.
and it was rightfully a penalty. And
Chiellini made a stupid move, took his
yeah,
hand.
I mean, what was that? The referee was at first he was not trying to give it.
Yeah.
He was like 4, 5 meters away from the
Mm.
incident, and he didn't see it. I mean, that was a little strange, but we got the penalty
Maybe
at the end.
maybe because of VAR they tried to make the play go on, and I don't know
Yeah,
why.
but that was 100% a penalty, 100%. But yeah, Kessie stepped up,
I
and
wondered before if it was Kessie or Zlatan who was gonna take it, but
I
Kessie took
thought,
it.
yeah, I thought also it would be probably Kessie,
Yeah.
because Zlatan he plays for the team. He's not selfish,
Mm.
but yeah, he missed. He missed the penalty. So and
Which is
that was
rare. It's his second miss in the Milan shirt, but
yeah. I
too
mean
bad it
that's
was against the
yeah,
biggest match for us this season. But at the end, it didn't really matter. So
yeah. At the end, it didn't matter. And I mean, Kessie is one of the players that has been so consistent throughout the season.
and
I have
even this
nothing
game,
bad
he
to
was
say.
amazing. He was fantastic. This game, it was
Yeah,
just the penalty miss that put his rating down a bit. But
yeah, exactly.
other than that, he was great.
Yeah. I mean, he has scored 10 goals for us this season, 8 of them being penalties. He's a
Mm.
good penalty taker, but unfortunately, it was kind
Everyone
of,
misses.
yeah, and he was he took it slow. He
Yeah.
didn't shoot it in. But he usually takes it slow sometimes, but
Mm.
Chesney read the penalty. Good. And after the penalty, in the, what was it? It was in the 78th minute.
Mm.
Rebic came in.
Nee,
No,
Rebic
Rebic came in
scored.
the 60. No, Rebic came in the 66th minute instead of Zlatan. Where Zlatan was
He
got
got
injured.
injured. Yeah.
Yeah, and he scored in the 78th minute. We also an absolutely beautiful goal uh, outside the box.
Yeah.
Amazing. Rebic has been very important for us. He has scored important goals.
Mm.
I like him a lot.
I think this is his best goal this season. His
Yeah,
most, and
yeah,
that volley he scored was also beautiful.
yeah, yeah. He's very good. I mean, also a beautiful goal. And then
A
only
couple of minutes
four,
after that,
yeah, 4 minutes later, Tomori also with a beautiful header.
after
And
that I could relax. Like we have
yeah,
won.
that was like it's finished. They're done. And he scored his first goal for the Milan shirt.
Mm.
The
What a
all
goal!
the first English player to score for Milan ever since David Beckham,
Yeah.
and that was a long time ago.
Mm.
Yeah, Tomori, what a player! Also amazing. He played amazing this game.
Yeah.
And yeah, 3-0.
I think everyone was good for most part. I think
Yeah,
except Donnarumma because he hadn't really nothing to do the entire
yeah,
game. He had
yeah,
one
yeah,
shot and he made
yeah,
one mistake in the first half with the corner. Remember when he tried to take the ball, but Chiellini headed in, but he
yeah,
missed.
yeah, exactly.
So
So,
that mistake could have cost us,
mm,
but
and yeah, and Mate and Dalot they didn't play enough to
to judge, yeah,
to be judged. But
Krunic was okay when he went in.
yeah, and also Zlatan. I mean, before he got injured, we didn't really see much of him
Yeah, but he was
in the
winning
game.
all the duels. He was heading the ball, and
Yeah, yeah,
he
yeah,
was a leader on the pitch.
yeah. I mean, everybody was good, but
Yeah. Salamakers
yeah,
also. I think he has been important, especially in 2021 this year.
yeah,
He's the player who has improved the most this year, last months of all the
yeah,
players.
yeah. He worked really hard that game, and he also
He got a yellow
uh,
card, so he will miss next
Torino.
game against Torino.
Yeah, Torino. It's on Wednesday,
Mm.
right?
Zlatan will also miss it because of the
Yeah,
injury,
because of the
probably.
injury. Yeah, we will talk about the injury. But who was your man of the match?
If I have to pick a player,
You can pick
uh,
anyone.
anyone I will pick Pioli because I mean the gamble he made for the formation and the lineup, how we played,
Yeah,
have to be Pioli, to be honest.
and if you could pick a player,
Player, this one is hard. Is between Brahim or Tomori, but I go with Tomori because he played the full 90 minutes and he was
yeah,
amazing. That they had one shot on target, and that's because of Tomori, Kier, and the other defenders, and he
yeah,
scored a goal.
yeah, it was amazing,
So
really
nothing to
amazing.
complain.
Yeah, as for the players, if I will pick one man of the match out of all players, coach,
Mm,
I would also say Pioli. I thought it was amazing. Um, a lot of Milan fans have been doubting him
mm.
recently, and but where are they now? Now they can't say anything because now he got the result we all wanted, 3-0. When was the last time we even won 3-0 or something against Juventus without Pioli?
Yeah, and the
Uh,
last time we won again in their home field,
yeah, we won
we won in
four
San
two.
Siro 4-2
Yeah,
when they were 2-0 up.
and that was also with Pioli.
Yeah,
I mean, I remember before Pioli, we all these Juve games were horrible because we always lost these games. And
yeah.
now,
This is our first win in their stadium in 9 years.
yeah, and that's thanks to the players and Pioli. And we will talk more about the Pioli thing and what we think about if he should stay or depending on the outcomes, of course. But yeah, as for the player, I would probably pick Tomori and Brahim Diaz is between them. But I'm gonna say Diaz because yeah, he
The
broke the
first goal.
deadlock.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
first goal is always the most important.
yeah, fantastic goal, and he also won a penalty for us. So he played his best game for Milan, and I mean, if he keeps up these remaining games, I mean, why not go for
Yeah,
him?
I mean these last three games are really important for him
Yeah,
now.
yeah, it can. It depends on his future. Depends on it.
Mm,
So if he plays like this, I mean, he's young, 30 million. That's what the Real Madrid wants.
yeah.
Yeah, we will see. Um, but what do you think about? I mean, do you think Juventus will miss out on
Mm.
a Champions League spot? If you be completely honest with the games they have left. I mean, they
They
have
have
in
Inter, but Inter have already won the league.
yeah
But then again,
they're
Inter wants to win against Juventus. They are
exactly.
rivals, and they will play to
There's
win it.
three games remaining, and they have Sassuolo next,
Yeah, and that's a tough game as well.
and then they have Inter, and then they have Bologna.
It depends how Napoli does. If Napoli keeps their form and Milan wins these two games, then
Yeah,
I'm not.
but yeah, Napoli kind of has easy games. I mean,
Yeah,
Udinese, Fiorentina. Fiorentina doesn't have anything to play for. Uh, even I think their last game, Hellas Verona, they have nothing to play for either.
mm.
They can't get a Europa League. So I
And
think,
there's also Atalanta.
and also Atlanta, they have us to play.
Mm.
But besides us, they have Benevento, Genoa, and Juventus. No, that's in Coppa Italia. Okay, so they have
Uh, yeah,
Benevento, Genoa, and their last game is against us.
and I checked head to head. Atalanta are better with Juventus, are ahead of Juventus head to head.
Yeah, I mean
They
Juventus.
won 1-0, and the other game was 1-1. So if they have equal amount of points, Atalanta will go through.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't look good for the Juve fans out there. for their team. I mean, you had your 9 years, but it's finished. It's
Maybe they
over.
should go back to the Super League now.
Yeah, but they're still in the Super League. And
Yeah,
today came out the news that if they don't remove themselves from the Super League, they will get relegated to the Serie B, something like that.
not sure relegate or just thrown out of Italy in the league system of Italy.
Yeah, I mean,
So no Serie B either.
for me, I mean, throw them out. Um, I don't. I never liked them.
Yeah,
But yeah, that would be. I mean, if they, let's just say they don't get they stay in the league and they don't get the Champions League spot. I mean, it's their team will be ruined because Dybala will probably leave. Ronaldo
Cristiano
will
will definitely leave.
yeah,
He's
he
not
will
playing in Europa League.
yeah, he
It's
will
like,
not play in Europa League. That's no for him. He'll probably leave, go to PSG United or something like that.
mm,
Yeah, I mean, I just hope that they don't come. I would rather want to see. I want to see Milan, Napoli, Atlanta, and Inter is obviously they won the league, so they're gonna play.
mm,
But I want to see Atlanta, Milan, and Napoli in the Champions League. I don't want Juventus there because even if they come, they embarrass themselves every time. So I think
yeah,
it's better for Italy that that Atlanta, Milan, and Napoli go.
yeah.
And what do you think about Pioli right now? If we can get top four, it doesn't matter if we turn up fourth in the league or third. We get top four and we get a Champions League spot. Do you think Pioli should stay?
Mm. If we get a Champions League spot, I think he should stay. But
Even if
but
we
if it's really, really on the neck, really close, I understand why they would change. But I would be neutral on it. If it's
mm,
like fourth place and like on head to head, we lost against Cagliari or something, and
yeah,
I could understand, but why he would be sacked? But
but I mean, at the beginning of the season, well, our main goal was a Champions League spot.
mm,
That was what we were trying to get.
yeah,
So for me, I mean, if we get a Champions League spot, he should stay because a lot of fans, a lot of Milan fans, they say before the Juve game, before the Benevento game, when we lost 3-0 to Lazio, they said, I'm Pioli out, Pioli out. But everybody says, let's sack him.
mhm,
But nobody talks about who should come instead,
yeah,
who should replace him. And to be honest, I mean, who can replace Pioli? If we sack him, if we get a Champions League spot and don't want him, who do we want to get? Sarri is a contender or Allegri.
mm,
I don't want Sarri, to be honest. He plays a totally different football, and the players are used to Pioli's tactics. They're used to Pioli's style of play. Sarri, I
yeah,
mean, when he came to Juventus, did you see how long it took for Juventus? They didn't to even get used to it. They didn't even get used to his tactics. It's
yeah.
Sarri
But they
ball.
won the league with Sari. But
Yeah,
then
but
Pirlo came and
yeah, they won
we
the
saw
league,
how
but
that
I think it was like barely won the league.
was. Yeah, with one
And
point.
yeah, 1 point, and Napoli was second, and
Inter, I believe.
then
Inter was second, no?
Inter. I don't know, I remember, but yeah, and then
Mm,
Allegri. We have Allegri. I mean, yeah, I don't. I want to keep Pioli. It's very obvious that the players love him,
yeah.
and I think we should keep him for next season if he gets the top four. And right now, it's looking very, very likely
Mm.
that
Because
Milan gets the top
if
four.
we would just win against Torino and Cagliari, we're automatically, no matter what,
Yeah, no
in
matter
the Champions.
what. Yeah, no matter what the outcome is on the Atlanta game, we will be
And
in the
even on
Champions League.
Wednesday, if we win against Torino and Juventus lose against Sassuolo, then we're
Yeah,
officially in the Champions League as well.
that's great. I mean, that's perfect.
But
And
do you think we can manage to get a second place?
um, I mean,
That depends on the last game against Atalanta.
yeah. I mean, for me, it, I would rather want a second place than Atlanta, but
It's
it
not.
doesn't really matter for me that much
It's not much of a
because
difference. I believe just
yeah,
you get more money for second place, third place, Serie A money, but
mm,
not really that
yeah,
much.
but I would want to finish second or third. I don't want to
Mm.
be fourth because if we get fourth, we get fourth. We will qualify for the Champions League. But I would rather not qualify and just be in the Champions League.
No, I
Like,
believe all the spots you go to the group stage. No,
oh,
in the
is
league.
have they changed it?
Before, yeah, a couple of years ago, it was the last spot was you have to qualify, but
Mm-hmm.
now all the top three leagues or four leagues
Okay,
have four spots that go automatically to the group.
yeah. I mean, then it's perfect. I mean, even
It's
if
the
we
Europa
end up.
League spot that you have to qualify for.
Okay, that's what we did
Mm,
last season.
yeah,
Yeah. But I think Milan will get top four. It has to be a real big screw up if we don't get it. But
if you don't
now,
manage to get it, then he could get sacked. But
yeah, if we don't manage to get, but I don't think he will screw it up. I mean, Torino and Cagliari will probably win those games, and
mm,
I don't think Juventus have confidence enough to win all of their games that they have left.
Sassuolo and Inter this week,
Yeah,
tough
it's
games.
very tough games, and I can't see Juventus being playing like they play. I don't see them win those games.
Mm,
Maybe one of them, but no, I don't see it. They're in very bad form, and their confidence is very low. But yeah, the Zlatan thing. He got
yeah, he's
injured in
injured.
the 66th minute. I mean, it didn't look pretty.
Mm. Remind me of the United injury a bit.
Yeah, I think. I mean,
But
his
they say
body had.
it's not that big of a problem. They said today he
So
might miss the two games against Torino and Cagliari. He might come back for Atalanta, so be back next week.
did they say he might come back or he will come back?
Um they say it's not a big deal. It's not that big of an injury, but he will probably miss Cagliari and Torino.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, as Swedes, we would want to also see him in the Euros.
Yeah.
So I hope it's nothing serious and he can come back
Mm.
soon enough.
Didn't
Uh,
Brian Diaz get injured when he was sent off? He was on the ground and was asking to get subbed off.
I don't know. I haven't read on his injury
I don't think
yet.
that's serious. He will be back, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think that's serious either. The only thing that looked serious was the Zlatan thing.
And before that, they leaked in the first half. They leaked head butted or his head went into back of Zlatan's head, and
Yeah, he
Zlatan
was.
started to bleed.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. No, I mean, but either way, this summer, if I mean, this is what's so important to why it's so important for us to get a Champions League spot. I mean, the outcomes if we don't get a Champions League spot and if we get a Champions League spot is so different because let's say we don't get a Champions League spot, then we don't probably Donnarumma will probably leave. Then he will not renew. If we get a Champions League spot, I read today that he will most definitely stay
Hmm.
because who is the other team that wants to have
Juventus, a Europa League team.
Juventus? So you think like if we
Go to
come to the
Europa League.
Champions League and Juventus doesn't get a Champions League, you think Donnarumma is stupid enough to leave a Champions League team to go to play to Juventus? All these years that he has been waiting to play Champions League, and it's for his boyhood club. No, I don't see it. So it's very important, and we don't have to. Also, I read somewhere that if we don't get a Champions League spot, we're probably going to sell Liao and probably going to sell Hauge.
Hmm.
Now we're going to keep them. Romangoli would have been sold if we don't get a Champions League spot.
Hmm.
He will be kept. So I mean, it's very important for us, and obviously we
New
have to have
signings
a
as well. Mm.
Yeah, that's a must for us if we're gonna compete in the league.
We are looking for a striker.
Yeah,
Uh,
and
Play where Zlatan plays.
who
Uh,
is Pioli's first choice as a striker?
they
Do you
say
think?
Vlahovic, but now it looks like Vlahovic might be a dream because he's been very much hyped recently because how many goals he has scored, and his price tag is just increasing week by week, and that's a bit of a gamble as well. So he has scored 21 goals in the league. Only Cristiano Ronaldo has scored more, and he's
But
21 years old.
hasn't Muriel scored also
Yeah,
21?
they have
So
scored as many goals as him, Muriel and Lukaku.
mm, yeah, I mean that's a lot of goals for a young guy like him.
Especially playing for Fiorentina was not that good of a team.
Yeah, they're not even in the top 10, I think, right?
No,
Yeah, I mean, let's see who we get.
but that could be expensive because his price tag. Belotti is a cheaper option. He's younger and he's proven for played more years in Serie A and has
Hmm,
been proven.
who would you rather have?
Hmm. I like to have Vlahovic, but that would be an expensive signing.
Yeah, yeah, I would also want him instead of Belotti.
Mm.
But let's see. I mean, Fiorentina, they're a little crazy with the price tags. I remember like Chiesa also something like that before they wanted to
Yeah,
sell him for a lot more than what they actually did.
and they sold him around 60 million. Chiesa.
Yeah, but
In, in three installment, they have to pay 20 now, 20 then.
yeah, yeah, we'll see how it turns out. And but the summer transfer it begins in June, right? Is it in the last
Yeah, I
days
believe
in
so.
June? I think it's in the last days of June. It starts. But I think it's good that we don't. I think Maldini has made the choice not to focus so much on the contract renewals after the
Mm.
season. So to focus more on the games, and then after the season is over, they can sit down and relax and talk about it. Because right now, we have to get our results. It's just 3 games left, and very important. And one of them is on Wednesday against Torino, which I mean, I can. Yeah, they probably have something to play for because they have 35 points
They could
uh,
technically be relegated,
technically, but it's
but
very hard to see.
yeah, they're looking good right at the moment. 4 points ahead of Benevento with
And
one game less played.
yeah, and their last game was a draw against Hellas Verona. They won against Parma, lost against Napoli before that,
Mm.
and drew against Bologna. And what do you think about this game on Wednesday? We don't have Zlatan. What kind of lineup do you want to see?
I like to see Rebic play on top, where Zlatan plays.
Mm,
Same lineup. Brahim Diaz, if he's fit, he could play.
mm.
Yeah, Benacer and Kessie in the midfield. And yeah, just pretty much the same against Juventus, but Rebic
Instead of
instead of
Zlatan.
Zlatan.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would also want to see Rebic. He showed that he should play against Juventus. What he
Mm.
did, and then maybe later in the game.
Can sub in Liao and Hauge and
Yeah,
but
depending
Tonali.
on.
It's been a long
Yeah,
time.
Tonali is a long time. What do you think is happening there?
I think it's just important games we have to win, so we're playing with our best players.
Yeah,
Benacer was good against Juventus, really good.
mm,
So,
yeah,
uh,
but
but
Mate came
Tonali,
in.
Mate is more defensive. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Try to
but
defend the lead.
yeah,
Tonali is, yeah, I don't know.
I think just it's just very important games, and probably Pioli he doesn't want to risk anything. But
Uh,
Tonali is most definitely our future, and
yeah,
Pioli knows
and
that
next
also.
season when we have when we have Coppa Italia League and Champions League to play, we have to rotate players. Tonali would get a lot of play time.
Yeah, yeah, probably also. Players like
in
Haugen
mm,
and Kalulu.
and all of them, yeah, young
They're pro-
players, so they will only improve.
yeah, yeah, exactly. What is yeah? I would also want to see the exact same lineup against Juventus, but we don't have Zlatan, so yeah, I would also pick Revic for that game
Mm,
because we know that Liao he doesn't work playing
yeah.
that role, and we have tried it numerous times. What is your score prediction for the Torino game?
2-0, another clean sheet.
Yeah, not right now. We're on our second clean sheet in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say 3-0. I think we're gonna get a clean sheet. We're on fire right now. The team is on fire. Pioli is on fire. Yeah, I think I'm gonna say 3-0. If we win this game, then we have
We have one
Cagliari left.
foot in the Champions League. We're pretty much there if we
Yeah,
win.
and hopefully Juventus drops points, and hopefully Napoli and Atlanta also.
Yeah.
Yeah, have we talked about everything? Is it anything else to
We have
this?
to. And Torino is on Wednesday, right? Then Cagliari is on Sunday. We should probably talk about Cagliari as well
Oh,
because
yeah, yeah, because then we will talk about two games next
mm,
episode. All right, okay. Then the Cagliari game,
that's a tougher game than Torino, I believe, because if you look at the recent run of form,
and
they,
they're battling relegation. I mean,
yeah,
they're closer to they have the exact same points as Torino, but they have played 35 games. Torino has played 34, so Torino is in a better spot.
yeah, but like a month ago or 2 months ago, they were looking really, really bad, like 19 spots. But recently, they had turned everything around. They have won
Yeah, they won
five,
against Benevento, drew against Napoli, won
yeah,
against Roma, won against Udinese and Parma.
and they have players like Nangolan, and
Yeah, that can be tough for us also. But
it's a game we have to win. So
yeah, it's a must win also for us. Then we can relax on the Atlanta game.
So I go 2-1 for Milan.
I say 2-0 that game.
Hmm.
Also, we will keep our clean sheet. Um, does it worry you that the game on Sunday is at home
Mm,
against Cagliari? I mean, we won it at home against Benevento. We won at
yeah.
home against Genoa before that. I mean, yesterday it was the Juve game. It wasn't at our home.
Yeah, it was away.
It was away.
Mm.
I don't know.
I
This
hope the home
home
run
thing.
bad form is over.
Yeah,
But I'm not sure.
because the only home game we have left is against Cagliari. The Torino game and Atlanta game are away game.
Yeah, but I think this Juve win has lifted the spirit of the players, and they will, you know, play better. And I don't know.
Yeah, and also one thing I forgot to mention is that do you know who Tommy Abraham is?
Yeah, Chelsea striker, no?
Yeah, did you see that when Tomori
Mm.
scored? He put it in his Instagram.
Yeah, because Tomori
Uh,
was in Chelsea.
yeah, exactly. But have you also seen the reports that Milan are interested in him?
Yeah,
And he could be option.
he's another English player,
Yeah,
young
uh,
player.
yeah, very young. He's only 23 years old.
I'm
Plays for
not much
Chelsea.
familiar with. I haven't seen much of him, so
I mean,
I'm
he
not.
doesn't right now. I mean, Chelsea are in the Champions League final, but
But does he play? Is he a bench player?
I don't
Or
know. I mean, the Real Madrid game he didn't play.
mm,
Werner played. Yeah, I don't really know. I have to look in more into that later to see.
I heard
But
that Tawin. Remember the Tawin from Marseille?
yeah,
He signed a contract for Tigers in Mexico, a team in Mexico. So he's
what the
leaving
hell?
Europe.
But what doesn't he?
He's leaving his prime years to play in Mexico
Why?
for money,
Why?
probably.
That's really weird to ruin your career like that.
Mm.
It reminds me of when do you remember Oscar, the Brazilian player?
Yeah, he went to, was it
He also
China?
yeah he went to China. He also went on his prime years, and
Yeah.
I've never heard about him ever since. I don't even know if he lives.
Probably they probably think it's the last years of their career. They want to get as much money they can so they can retire and just
Yeah,
live
yeah, but
life.
if he has that kind of mentality, it was better that he didn't come
Mm.
to us. But we will need a winger, so we'll see who. I heard about something about Barcelona,
Yeah, Trincao, but then I saw his release clause is 500 million.
but that's ridiculous. I mean,
But
even Barcelona knows
all
that's ridiculous.
Barcelona's players have 500 million release clause.
Yeah, that's this bullshit number, so that nobody could come close to them. But Barcelona is also a team that is gonna spend big, I think,
Mm.
in the summer transfer. So they probably want to get rid of some players that are talents and that aren't may not be starting players. So
Mm.
I think we can go. I don't know much about him. Trincao, is he good? I don't know.
I'm not sure
Uh,
either. I heard the name. I know of him, but I haven't seen him play much.
is he the same player that said that
No, I
Messi is
mean,
shit
yeah, that's
before he joined?
Junior Firpo, I believe, a left back.
Ah,
We
okay.
were, we were also linked with him before in
Mm.
January.
Okay. I thought it was him.
He's their second or third left back option.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean there are a lot of promising players. I think we can Milan can get really can steal a lot of good players this summer because Barcelona is looking to reinforce, and they will probably reinforce with
Yeah, because
not talent. They want to
Barca
have
have a good young academy. They create young players. I mean, if you look at their squad, most of them are really, really young.
yeah
Ansu Fati is like 17. Their midfielder is like 19.
yeah they have a good academy.
Bayern and Barca are probably the two teams with the best academy.
I think also Man City and Chelsea have
Mm.
amazing academy.
Milan are trying to create a good academy. We're trying to Maldini and the
Mm.
crew.
Because that's at the end of the day, that's the key. I mean, look at the perfect example is by Munich. They are very good
Mm.
at this because
And
they
now,
don't.
yeah, now in
Yeah,
Serie A, Atalanta who are built.
yeah. But I mean, looking at what kind of result, I mean, Bayern has won Champions Leagues with a team that's less expensive than the opponents they meet in the finals or in the semifinals. I mean,
Mm.
comparing the Bayern team to a Real Madrid team or Barcelona. The salaries, the players they bought. Real Bayern Munich has never spent like over 100 million or even 100 million for a player. I think their biggest transfer is like 60 something, 60 million
Yeah,
euros.
yeah.
Yeah, they're very. That's like I want to see Milan
That's what
emulate that formula.
Gazidis said. Is like he said we are trying to I mean try to have the
Copy
same
that.
formula as Bayern München
Yeah,
with the youngsters. But
I think.
he said the same thing when he was at Arsenal as well.
Yeah, and yeah, they didn't like him. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like Casitas that much either after the
Yeah.
Super League thing, but I will see what will happen. I think we covered most of it, right?
Mm.
There's
Uh,
nothing you wanna add.
Maybe you have to speak on the loan players again. Tomori, Dalot, Brahim. If we should sign them.
I mean, Tomori is
Tomori is
100% for me.
that's like yeah.
And Dalot, nah, I don't know.
Still,
Nah,
Brahim is the only one after this game.
yeah. After this game, yeah.
If you
If
asked me like a
we
week before, I was like, no,
yeah, I would probably
over.
say no
But
also. But
after
yeah,
this game, the game he had, and we have to see the other games, other three games left, how he
yeah,
does. Then
yeah, exactly. But Dalot for me, he can leave.
Mate is pretty cheap, but I'm not sure about him either.
I mean, the price tag is very cheap. That's one of the things that's
That's the
good about
good
it.
thing. Yeah.
And he has. I mean, sometimes he's good.
Mm.
He's. I mean, yesterday, um, he was good also against Juventus when he came
Yeah.
on. I mean, he didn't really have had much to do, but I
So.
don't know. I think maybe Mate can stay
Mm.
because of the price tag. Then we can like don't have to spend so much on a midfielder, a backup midfielder, and go and buy other players for more
Mm.
money.
What about Hakan? Should we? He's. I'm not sure
I
what's gonna
think.
happen with him.
I mean,
If he's gonna stay.
I think we should renew him, but I mean, it depends to if we get Brian Diaz or we're gonna go for another player.
Mm.
But he should not be secure in this role if we get a winger and Brian Diaz keeps playing like this.
Mm.
But I think we should renew him.
Yeah.
He can be very important to us sometime, but he has to be more consistent.
Yeah, he was good against Juventus. He made some sloppy mistakes, but overall,
Yeah,
he
well,
made
it
good
was.
passes and got an
Yeah,
assist at the end.
yeah, exactly. Do we have any more lone players in the team
No,
right now?
no, no.
Do we have who's the lone players that we're gonna get that are in other teams? Like Caldara is one of them.
Oh,
I for
come back. Caldara will
Yeah,
probably come back, and Conti from Parma,
but
Laxalt from Celtic.
they're only shit players coming back to
Yeah,
us. I
we'll
mean,
probably
they're
loan them out again or sell them, and
yeah. I mean,
we'll see.
Conti, he's not even. He's not gonna. Caldara also is not gonna play when
He's
he
injury
comes.
prone. He was a
Yeah,
start in
injury prone.
Atalanta before his injury. I'm not sure what's now.
Yeah, but
He's on the
Atlanta
bench.
has never been famous for their defense either.
No.
So I mean, if we talk about the Atlanta attacking players, that's one
Mm,
thing, but their defense hasn't really been that that great. But
no.
we Caldera, he came from also Atlanta, right? Like when we bought him first, or was it
Mm.
Juventus? I
Yeah, I
thought it
believe it
was
was Juventus.
Juventus.
We had Bonucci and we gave them Bonucci and they gave us Caldara. It was like a switch. I believe it. Or was it Higuain? I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah, that was a weird transfer. Also,
Mm.
the Bonucci thing, the most surreal thing ever. Yeah, and who else? Not no Laxalt. I don't know about him. How he has been performing in Celtic,
Mm.
but I wasn't really a big fan of him either when he played for Milan.
No.
There's no one else, right? Who's
No.
gonna? Do you think we should keep Hauge and Liao?
Yeah. Both of them, I believe we should keep.
Yeah, I think also because
Not loan out.
yeah, I also think that we're gonna get Champions League spot next season, so we're gonna have the league, we're gonna have Champions League, and we're also gonna have the Coppa Italia. And you never know with injuries what will
Mm.
happen. Zlatan is kind of old. He also needs to um, rest. I
Yeah.
don't know how the thing is gonna work with the striker. If we get a striker that's very good, how is Zlatan's gonna? Is he gonna just sit on the bench, collect the 7 million wage? I don't know,
Or
but
when they play together, maybe play with two strikers. If we play a 4-4-2, and then Zlatan and that other striker could play together. I'm not sure.
yeah, yeah. I think that's probably it because right now the renewals and the transfers and things like that, it will get more clear at the end of the season, and we will also release episodes after the season is
Mm.
done when we know more about the Donnarumma situation, Hakan, and striker situation and things like that.
And I believe the transfer window is open during the Euros. During
Perfect,
the
and then you can see also during the Euros who plays good and which kind of
yeah.
player we can go for.
Mm.
Yeah, it will be a great football summer uh, because it's the Euros and
Mm.
I think Copa America, maybe.
Yeah,
Or
that was Copa
perfect.
and the Euros.
Yeah, that's great. And the year next year it's the World Cup.
And we'll be back playing the Champions League next year.
Yeah, hopefully Theo can get his call up also for the French. I don't know if they have picked. They haven't picked. Have they picked the national team squads?
They will soon. I'm not sure when, a week from now or
Mm.
so. And I
Yeah,
believe Calabria should start for Italy.
yeah. I also think
He's
that.
definitely Italy's best right back after how he has played this season for Milan. I
Mm.
mean, he's been amazing for us.
Yeah, and also when they decide the national team selection, we have to talk about it also for the Milan players who got picked and who didn't. I mean, I don't think like a quick prediction. I don't think Tonali will be picked. Probably.
From Italy, probably Donnarumma and Calabria is the safest.
What about
I'm not
Romangoli?
sure about Romangoli right now. That's
Who
50-50 for me.
who do they
because
have as
because
center
he has
backs?
been on the bench, has been injured.
Who
Maybe
who do they have except for Chiellini and Bonucci?
Acerbi. Yeah, maybe will be on the bench then.
Yeah, I think he will be picked.
Yeah,
Um, Leao will probably not get picked by Portugal. I think
no, he won't be picked. Theo, I'm not sure because
Theo. Yeah,
France have
that's
a strong team, and so far he has not been picked. So
yeah. He should just switch to Italy.
he could switch
Just
to Spain. He has a Spain passport, I believe.
yeah, I think he has more chance of playing in Spain than he does in
Yeah,
Italy. And then
Kessie, Benacer, all of them will be
yeah,
called up.
Kessie and Benacer
Hakan,
will be called up.
obviously. Hauge has
Zlatan,
Zlatan if he's fit, and Hauge he has been called up before, so
yeah,
might
he's
be
probably
called
gonna.
up.
I think he's gonna be called up, and Hakan Çalhanoğlu is gonna be called up most definitely.
Krunic
Uh,
will be called up for his, but he will probably leave, so he's not a Milan
yeah,
player anymore.
and Salamakers probably will be called up. I think also.
Yeah, on the
Build
bench.
on the bench, of course. But I don't know. I mean, Hazard isn't also. Does he play as the same position?
mm, yeah, I
What
believe
position
so.
does Hazard play?
Isn't he
Maybe. I mean,
attacking midfielder, Hazard?
I don't even know. I mean,
But Hazard has
he's
been terrible for 2 years
he's
now.
invisible in the field. So I don't know where he plays.
He scored a lucky goal 2 days ago.
Against do you mean the
The
Sevilla game?
Sevilla in the last seconds of the game. Did you see
Yeah,
that goal?
no, I didn't see the
You
goal.
have to look up that goal. Walker shot at the shot and then it flicked on.
Yeah,
And it was, but
and
it counted as a Hazard goal.
Mm-hmm. You have to see that. Yeah, yeah. No, but I think we can wrap it up now, and next week we can come back and we will talk about the Torino game, and we will talk about the Cagliari game, and hopefully we will talk about 2 wins next week.
Yeah.
Okay, so as always, Forza Milan.
Forza Milan.